Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Los Angeles. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, March 30th. You'll be interested to know. 184 years ago, today in 1842, a physician in Massachusetts administered ether to a patient for the first general surgical procedure, allowing pain to be abolished during an operation and marking a humane breakthrough in medical care. This achievement transformed surgery by demonstrating that anesthesia could make complex procedures tolerable and safe, sparking rapid adoption of new methods and saving countless lives worldwide. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. This morning it's looking clean with 2 feet of swell rolling in from the south-southwest. Conditions stay consistent through the morning, but by noon, we might see some fair conditions as the wind shifts sideshore at 4 miles per hour. Expect the swell to drop to 1 to 2 feet by the afternoon, with onshore winds increasing to 7 miles per hour. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with a 4-foot incoming high tide, when the south-southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 12 seconds, and the offshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first high tide on Monday will be 5 feet just before 8:30 a.m., followed by a 1/2-foot low tide at 2:45. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 65 degrees for the water temperature. Tuesday features clean conditions with waves around 1 to 2 feet, ideal for beginners. Wednesday sees a slight increase, with clean sets reaching 2+ feet, though conditions become choppy later in the day. Thursday brings 2 to 3+ feet with choppy conditions, but fair waves in the evening offer a chance for a nice session. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 62 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:13, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:42. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be mostly sunny with highs near 64 and a northeast breeze up to Skip. Sunday and Monday warm up with Sunday near 68 and Monday near 72, staying partly to mostly sunny with lows in the upper 40s to mid-50s. A slight chance of rain returns Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night with highs near 71 and overnight lows around 57. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, California's coastal ocean is experiencing a rare trend, and what happens next could be critical. On the last day of winter, California was in the midst of a historic early season heat wave, as ocean temperatures off Southern California reached a record 71 degrees at Scripps Pier in La Jolla, marking the warmest March reading in the station's history. Art Miller, a researcher at Scripps Institution of Oceanography, noted that these sea surface temperature measurements have been hitting all-time highs for the past few months. Experts warn that a strong marine heat wave has developed off the Southern California coast, and the next several weeks will reveal its ecological and meteorological impacts. Now on to sports. In a weekend steeped in history, the Huskies marched from 19 points down to create an NCAA tournament masterpiece. UConn defeated Duke 73-72 in a game that defied belief from start to finish. Huskies coach Dan Hurley praised the team's fortitude, saying, "We fought, we clawed, and put ourselves in position to take advantage of a mistake." Freshman guard Braylon Mullins made a legendary shot that did not even graze the rim, sealing the comeback with just 0.4 seconds left. UConn's victory not only advanced them to the Final Four, but also marked a significant achievement in college basketball history. In local sports, Will Smith's birthday blast kept the momentum rolling. The catcher crushed a go-ahead 2-run homer in the eighth on his 31st birthday to lift the Dodgers past Arizona 3-2 Saturday, capping a 3-game sweep. Freddie Freeman added 3 hits, and Tyler Glasnow dominated his season debut with 8 strikeouts through 6 innings. LA heads into tonight's matchup with Cleveland at Dodger Stadium, undefeated to start the season, looking to keep the defending champs rolling. Roki Sasaki takes the mound after a shaky spring, but the organization is backing him to find his rhythm. Meanwhile, the Lakers are without their star power tonight. Luka Dončić drew a 1-game suspension after picking up his 16th technical foul in Friday's 116-99 win over Brooklyn. Austin Reeves stepped up huge with 26 points down the stretch, and he will need to carry the load again as LA faces the Wizards at home. The Lakers are 48-26 and rolling, winning 14 of their last 16, so they can absorb one night without their leading scorer against a struggling Washington team. Over on the ice, the Kings got torched Saturday, dropping a 6-2 decision to Utah at home. They are fighting for playoff positioning, but trending the wrong way lately, sitting just outside the second wild card spot in the West. In top news, new research suggests the body may limit how many calories you burn during a workout, helping explain why weight loss is often smaller than expected. The logic feels airtight. Move more, burn more, weigh less. However, for many people, the math never quite adds up. In controlled studies, exercise often results in less weight loss than calorie models predict. Even with aerobic activities like walking, jogging, and cycling, most lose an average of 3.5 pounds over 6 months. This modest return for significant effort has puzzled researchers for a long time. Part of the answer may be that working out can increase hunger, making it easier to consume calories. Experts are also investigating a more counterintuitive phenomenon. An analysis suggested that people only burned about a third of the extra calories their workouts theoretically required. In other words, a run that should have burned 500 calories only added around 165 calories to the daily budget. The body seems to compensate for increased physical activity by reducing energy spent elsewhere. In business news, why the cost of your coffee has soared is a pressing question for many consumers. Fans of Reverie Roasters Bone Shaker Espresso Blend are experiencing sticker shock as coffee prices continue to rise. For years, a 12-ounce bag cost $15, but as of last spring, it increased to $17. Next month, Reverie's owner, Andrew Gove, plans to raise the price again to $18. Factors like tariffs, crop failures, and rising labor costs are driving these increases. Despite recent dips in commodity coffee prices, concerns about the Iran war are pushing them up again. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 5.5% over the weekend to about $66,000. Ethereum is down 7% to $2,000. And XRP is down 8% to $1.33. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Your body is betraying your right to privacy. Attachment to smart devices and biometric surveillance leaves Americans more vulnerable to police searches than ever. Unchecked, it will only get worse. The adage "know thyself" resonates in the digital age. Today, smart devices monitor your heartbeat, blood pressure, exercise habits, and more. This Internet of Bodies offers insights about your quantified self. Millions of Americans wear smartwatches reminding them to stand and breathe. These devices track bodily activity, which can help police if necessary. The data we produce is increasingly valuable. And in entertainment news, the Apple TV psychological thriller Imperfect Women, based on Araminta Hall's novel of the same name, is a twisted, sinister tale of friendship and the facades people build to prevent others from looking too closely. Utterly compelling, the series places a microscope on the lives of three longtime friends, forcing them to reflect on each other and the deceptions simmering just below the surface. Set in Los Angeles and its surroundings, Imperfect Women begins with a devastating event as Eleanor, played by Kerry Washington, is summoned by the police to identify the body of her best friend, Nancy, portrayed by Kate Mara. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and philosopher, Henry David Thoreau. And he said, "What lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lives within us." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Los Angeles.